Hey, what's going on, guys? Deuce Views here, and today I'm here to review the Series 12 Mega Construx Halo Heroes that I have. These are the guys I got from yesterday's haul video. If you did not see that video, be sure to check it out. Got some good stuff in there. You can see some new sets that will be reviewed in the future, the very near future. So, these are the only three I got. My goal is to get that other Spartan and maybe the Elite, and that's it for this wave. I don't remember if there's any others. So, yeah. I'm gonna go kind of in depth with some of these figures, especially the Gungnir, as it's brand new. It's brand new Spartan mold and all that. Very exciting. The Marines. I have some Marines that I can compare it to. Same with the Recon Spartan, as I have past versions of the figures that we can look at, all that good stuff. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the Marine. Let's go ahead and just drag these two to the side and rip this open. Tomorrow, if you did not hear, is the showcase for the Xbox games. We get to see new details on Halo Infinite, and I think tomorrow's also a Mega Construx little San Diego Comic-Con show. Look at that cardboard dust out of there. So that's exciting. I'm very excited for those to come out, see what happens. I was thinking about doing a live stream, but I don't have the best internet. It's been kind of poopy lately, so I think I will hold off on that. Maybe do my reaction to anything if any new Halo stuff comes out. So let's go and take a look at this wave. So this is the figure I'm really excited for. The only figure I was wanting, the figure I wanted the most, second most. I wanted him the most, but sadly was not there. So hopefully I can find it some other day. And then the Elite, but I did get it in the Banshee. So throw that off to the side. We have the Marine, and it seems I saw pictures of the Marine with an ODST helmet, but I didn't know if the figure did come with an ODST helmet or not. And with the other figures, I'm not gonna record myself opening everything. I was only doing that for this one so I can talk a little bit with you guys while getting everything out. Oh, seems like there's a lot of crap. Probably should look at the instructions, but I don't feel like it. What is this? A flashbang? That's odd. I don't think I've ever seen a flashbang in Halo before. Maybe it's just I don't know. I hope there's no flashbangs. Okay, it's a different head sculpt. Go ahead and put that on. Alrighty, so we got this Marine open. Let's go and take a look at the gun. So we have the sniper rifle. This is clearly the Halo 5 mold. I don't really care for the Halo 5 mold snipers. I like the originals more, and like the Reach one and all that, but it doesn't bother me. Oops. It still has a nice paint job, nice sculpt. So that's good. Yeah, just the sniper. Nothing really too special there. Take a look at the base plate. I really like this design. I did say though in my haul that I prefer the old base plates, where you kind of built it a little bit, and they had the like translucent piece where you put in their back and they can do stuff. That was really cool. I wish they would have kept that, but this is okay. So we're gonna take a look at the Marine sniper without her helmet first. Pretty cool that we can get a female ODST as well. I will be keeping her with the ODST helmet on though, as I like ODSTs But if I get a second one, maybe I'll leave her in that form. So I know that there's been a lot of complaints about, let me just clean that off. That packaging left a lot of stuff right there. There we go. Better. So I know that there's a lot of complaints about Mega using the Call of Duty legs on the Marines, and I do agree. I don't really care for it because it does make them taller than the Spartans. For example, I'm just going to move her. There's this Marine from the Warthog set. Oh, if he'll stand. Come on. There he goes. And then here is the Halo 3 Recon. You can see he's too big. He needs to be smaller, or they need to do something to this new Spartans to make them taller or something, because he should be shorter. It doesn't bother me that much, but I just wanted to point that out. But I mean, I still think the figure looks amazing. I really like the new Marine design. And this is more of an ODST than a Marine. She has ODST shoulder pads and the ODST armor. I will do comparisons with all the figures later. But, I mean, it's more ODST to me. I do really like this camo, like the camo pant, the camo undersuit. Don't know why. It's much better than just like a green undersuit or something with figures that we've gotten in the past. Also, I don't really care for figures where their face is showing, but man, did they do a fantastic job on her face paint. You can see, sorry for the shaky, trying to get the focus. I think that's as good as it's going to get. But you can see just how well they painted the eyes. Sometimes they can be really derpy and awful, but they painted the eyes really well. They painted the hair really good. You see the ears aren't in any paint smudges. They did a really fantastic job on the head sculpt and the face painting. Usually that's a big throw off when I see human characters without like a helmet on. Because usually it's really bad usually. So really good to see that they're getting better at that. So take a look at the side. You can see shoulder. Looks like this is kind of a different version of the ODST shoulder pads. It looks like a little bulkier than some. I didn't grab an ODST to compare her with. I might do that when I'm putting the helmet on. See, the backpack is huge. It's a giant backpack. Flashbang. I don't understand why there's like a flashbang or a smoke grenade there. That bothers me. A little bit of a pouch, and then her chest piece. All in all, a really nice figure. Let's go ahead and take a look at her with her ODST helmet on, though. So here she is with her ODST helmet on. And I'm really liking this ODST helmet. It's just I have an ODST now, same helmet we'll look at later. But I think they did a great job with the color, the paints. The visor looks awesome. See, beautiful. There we go. All in all, I think this figure is really, really good. It's also good to know that this probably means ODSTs are finally back in Halo. I don't think we've had an ODST in a while, just a regular ODST, so very excited about that. Now that we've looked at the figure, let's go ahead and compare it with other figures that are similar to it. So here is a more classic ODST design, clearly more in the Bungie era, and this is the new Infinite type of ODST that we may see. I do like how bulkier these ODSTs are. It would be really nice to get these like those armor pieces on this figure as well. Even though I do like the bullet piece, little thigh satchel, and all that. You can see the chest pieces are different, but we will take a look at another Marine. It just looks like the Marines may have this type of chest piece now for Infinite. Taking a look at the shoulder pads, you can definitely see these are more, I feel more like Reach inspired ODST shoulder pads. Maybe something similar to that. Maybe they're not technically ODST shoulder pads, or it's just a new design. As you can tell, it's much different. The helmets are the same though. Same helmet design. Nothing different there. Just different paint job. So let's go ahead and remove him and compare her to this Infinite Marine that we saw earlier. As you can tell, there are a lot of similarities. Different shoulder pads though, which this makes sense. Different helmets. This helmet is removable. As you can see, he also has a face. I'll go more in depth with that in the Warthog review. But if we grab her head, she has a hole in her head. I think it's because you can put that on. Maybe? Is it not universal? Well, you can kind of put the helmet on her head, but I think her hair gets in the way. So like her eyes kind of pop out. But there is a hole in her head if you want to put a Marine helmet on instead of just no helmet at all, or putting the ODC helmet on. But these are the new Infinite Marines. I think they look fantastic. I'm very excited to see them in game. See what they look like in game. So let's go ahead and remove him. Let's take a look at some more of the older Marines. So we have the 343 Arrow design, and then we have the Halo Wars design. I was going to grab a more classic Marine. For some reason, I couldn't find my Combat Evolved Marine. I think he's just in my bin full of figures, and he's just, there's a ton of them, so it's kind of hard to find certain figures. But as you can tell, you can kind of see the progression throughout. Let's remove that. And it's pretty nice to see. I really hated this design. I thought these designs were poo. Get them out of here. I really liked the Halo Wars design. That was probably my favorite Marine design, especially because it was more classic with other Marines as well. But the new Infinite Marine designs also really nice. So yeah. So that is it for the Marine Sniper. I know this is a very long segment, but I want to go in depth. So that's enough for this figure. Let's go and take a look at the Spartan Recon. Here we have the nice, really nice looking Spartan Recon, honestly. This Spartan Recon is clearly more of a Reach-inspired Recon. I do believe this is Infinite Armor, though. It's kind of hard because Infinite has the Halo Reach Assault Rifles, which, taking a look at that, it's really nicely painted. I did not know this, but this is a separate piece. I don't know if that means we're going to get like different sights in the game, or that's just what they did. This is from the Warthog set. I did not have that piece in my Warthog set. I checked on my bags. I might have just lost it, but it's very small. But it's not that big of a deal. So, sorry about that. I had to go take care of something real quick. So, where was I? I think I was talking about the assault rifle. So I couldn't find that piece for my Warthog. It's a very small piece. Don't know if we're going to have sights. I think that was it. Okay, so back to the figure. Let's go and take a look at it. See some nice paint work right there in like the pouches. And then, of course, the knife is painted. You can also see there's kind of some wear and tear on his boots. Can't really see it in the light. You can see some silver is poking out, as if he has been through some scruffle. These shoulder pads are kind of like Cat's shoulder pads, as you can see there, but they are also similar to the new Marine shoulder pads. And take a look at this. They are also similar to Master Chief's shoulder pads, the Infinite version, of course. So I thought that was interesting that Spartans are sharing shoulder pads with Marines, and these are also Cat shoulder pads. Back, nothing really much to look here, just the back of the figure, side, and the front. The helmet is painted really nicely. I really like this Recon helmet. It does remind me a lot of Halo Reach. I've always been a fan of the Recon helmets, even in Halo 5, Halo 4. But my favorite Recon helmet would have to be the Halo 3 one. Which, speaking of Halo 3, let's go ahead and compare this Recon with some other Recons. So we have this Recon, and then we have another new Recon. This is from the Banshee set. We will take a better look at that during that review. But as you can tell, it's pretty much just the same helmet, different body parts, different shoulder pads, yada yada. That's all for that review. And then I have a Halo 3 Recon, which it looks like this Halo 3 Recon may be, it's a lot more bulky, definitely. And I've always thought the Halo 3 Recons had the best design out of any of the games that have included the Recon design. I have some other Recons, of course, like original Mega Block Recons from Halo 4 and Halo 3 and all that, but that would be a good comparison. So, now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at our final figure, and that is the Gungnir Spartan. So the last figure that I have here today from Series 12 of the Infinite Halo Heroes line is probably my favorite figure in the wave, and that is the Spartan Gungnir. This guy looks really similar to my Halo Reach Spartan on the 360 and all that, not an MCC version. I'd always rock Gungnir. I used to rock kind of this type of mold where I had the knife on one, Carter's shoulder pad on the other, and then Emil's all of his stuff right there. So it's really cool kind of to see this Spartan here. Gungnir is always my favorite Spartan armor in Halo Reach. Hopefully this means it's coming back in Halo Infinite. I think it does because of this weapon. This is kind of reminds me of a Brute Mauler from Halo 3. Maybe just a new design for the Banished. I think it looks okay. Kind of looks like there's like a knife right there that you can use to beat people down with. But I'm not, I don't know. It looks okay. That doesn't bother me. It looks kind of weird, but I don't know. I think we'll have to see it in game to really understand what it is. This does move. This middle piece. You can't really see it, but I can move it. So that's cool. Put that back on. So, taking a better look at this Spartan, there is quite a bit of paint. Chest piece has a nice, almost like a, there we go. It's kind of like a metallic gold on the chest piece with some brown lines in there. Looks really nice. Got it's kind of another bit of metallic gold around the waistband, and then it goes into green in the back. He does not want to stay standing on there. There we go. The shoulder pads are painted nicely. I always feel like they do a great job painting. You know, that's really done. Not a lot of like messes. There's no painting back here. I do like the green color, even though I don't personally use green on my Spartans. The shoulder pad is really interesting. It's a newer one. Definitely, I think Halo Infinite inspired. I really like the big knife on the side and all that. It kind of reminds me of Fred in Halo Legends. The package, I think, is what it was called. It was the last one. He had his knives on the side, and he would use them to fight those elites. That was a really cool scene. And then, of course, the main piece, the Spartan Gungnir helmet, which is really, really well done. They did a great job with the mold, great job with the paint. There is a little smudge right there, but I'm fine with it. The line is painted nicely. This figure is just awesome. Really, really awesome. I'm so glad they finally got Spartan Gungnir out. And they're releasing quite a bit of him. I know he's in the new Halo Mystery Wave coming out shortly. I don't know when, but shortly it'll be coming out. And he's in the building blocks with an EVA Spartan, if I'm not mistaken. So, now that we've got a good look at him, let's go ahead and compare him to some other figures. So I have some Reach figures just to compare him to. So we have a Reach EVA, And as he does have a robot arm, I did get Cat. This is not the Halo Heroes Cat from the 10-year anniversary. This is the Cat from the... I'm drawing a blank, but it is like the Halo 3 Brute vehicle that they drive with a big old like wheel in the front, and it was huge, and she had like bubble shield. I hope you guys know what set I'm talking about. But I thought this would be a nice comparison. So you can see definitely similarities between Halo Reach. Clearly, I'm very excited to see. Hopefully tomorrow they show us some new armors. That'd be cool. And then Cat, of course, they're using your shoulder pads. We got the robotic arm. Probably means robotic arms are coming back in the game. Who knows? Yeah, all in all, really nice figure. Works great with your Halo Reach figures, and hopefully it'll work great with Halo Infinite figures. Hopefully this isn't just a Reach figure with an infinite weapon. I will say one complaint though. I always don't like the robot arms. I wish they would put articulation in at least the elbow instead of having it always bent. I could care less for the wrist, but the elbow would be nice for articulation. But I'm not that upset by it. So, moving these figures aside, let's go ahead and get the main cast out here. Boop. And then we have the sniper. Louder sniper. So, what do you guys think about this wave of figures? Personally, I really like it. The only figure I don't care about probably is the Brute. And it's nothing against Brutes, honestly. It's just I don't like that their faces aren't painted. So it bothers me. I know that they don't paint elite faces or sometimes grunt faces, but would really like it if they would start painting the Brute faces so that their eyes at least have some color. So I just don't really care to get those Brutes. But all in all, this is a really good wave. Let's open up the structure sheet. Pretty much every figure here is nice. Like the Brute is okay. He has a lot of nice paint. I don't know. Something about it. He does have the new weapon, so that would be cool. The Elite Ultra, if you get the Banshee, then you don't really need this figure. You know, it does have better paint, but still. I need this figure still. He is a figure I need because he is all new Halo Infinite armor. So, yeah. All in all, this is a really nice wave. I recommend picking up at least these figures if you can find them. My goal really was just to get the Gungnir, Recon, and the red and black Spartan. But I heard that she had an ODST helmet, so I had to get her to help my ODST collection get bigger. I know this was a long video just for 3 figures. I hope you guys don't mind. I wanted to go in depth, take a good look at them. I know the beginning was long, but I wanted to go in depth and look at all the detail that they put in these single carded figures, compare them to older figures, all that good stuff. So I hope you guys don't mind. I would like to do that more with these just single carded figures.